Motherfucker. M-O-T-H-E-R-C-A-O-R.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. If you're wondering what to see this weekend, Clint and I saw Bad Words, which opens wide today. It's directed by Jason Bateman, who also stars in it. It's less the raunchy R-rated comedy the trailers might lead you to believe, and more of a misanthropic character study.
It's got really great elements of both of those things. Jason Bateman plays this guy, his name is Guy Trilby, and he's one of the worst human beings that I've honestly ever seen on film.
Absolutely.
Like, he's just an asshole. He plays this guy who's he's angry at something, you don't know what, and that's sort of what they hold back for the most of the movie. And when you realize his motivations for entering this child's spelling bee and everything, then it gets into more of the character study type stuff.
If I had to compare it to a movie, I would compare it to Bad Santa. Probably more than This Is the End.
I really enjoyed watching Jason Bateman in this because, as opposed to some of his more recent roles, like in Horrible Bosses and An Identity Thief, and he plays these sort of put upon everyman, kind of nerdy, kind of needs to break out a little bit roles. And I prefer him so much better as just this unbridled asshole.
I gotta say, the movie really succeeds because Rohan Chan, the kid, the little Indian kid, is the perfect blend of sweet to Jason Bateman's sour. Without going too far to being like overly precocious, like some sort of like commercial child eating jam off of a spoon. You know who's not gonna get enough recognition for really grounding this movie, I think, is Kathryn Hahn.
Yeah.
Who's one of my favorite funny women in Hollywood right now. I think it's used all the time that nobody really knows her name. She is fantastic, and while she isn't tremendously funny in this movie, she brings a grounding and realness, I think, to her character that is much needed.
It's a tribute to her, and it's a tribute to Jason Bateman as a director, because as funny as she is in everything else that she's done, she was much smaller this time. Her role within the context of the film was done so well. So I think that's a tribute to both of them. And then I really think Jason Bateman is a good director. You know, so many times with these actors making their directorial debuts, there's something horribly wrong with the movie. It's like a really personal story that they just really want to tell, but there's something terribly wrong with it as a movie. But this, like, Bateman, he did it really well.
I think that Bateman's experience as a child actor probably came into play in a huge way here. This is his first movie. There's tons of kids in it. And I think ultimately it succeeds. Like, it's a little bit rocky. I think the pacing is a little bit off, but tonally, I think it's perfect. If I had to fix one thing, it would be cutting the very final scene. I just feel like the movie didn't need it.
Which you'll see when you go see it this weekend because of this glowing.
Because then you'll be like, that last scene, like, when's it coming? It's coming 88 minutes from now.
88 minutes after the movie starts. Once you're 2 minutes into the movie, it's 88 minutes from then. So go check out Bad Words, Jason Bateman's directorial debut. Plays a 40-year-old man, enters into a spelling bee with a bunch of 10 and 11-year-olds. Really funny, really charming, very indie, a little dark at times.
I would say it borders on almost being too acerbic.
But the other good thing is it doesn't get all wrapped up in a bow. It's just kind of this story about a guy who's pissed and he does this thing. And then, at the end of the day, he's like, I did the thing, maybe I should have done it differently, but what are we gonna do? All right, let us know what you think in the comments below. Once you do go see it, I'm gonna go look up the word acerbic. But come back next time for more movie news on Cinefix Now. Acerbic. A-C-E-R...
A-S-C.
A-S-C.